VMI's alums are passionate about the military school and hopeful for its future. So are current cadets, administrators, and faculty. What kind of place will VMI be in the next decade? Here is what they said.
I hope that VMI can acknowledge what it can do to change and what it can do to be more proactive in helping people to find their place here, being able to reap the benefits of VMI and VMI education. I hope that people in the future feel welcomed at VMI. I mean, as much as you can be when someone's yelling in your face.
I think VMI will continue its evolution in producing good leaders. And I think that will be consistent with what we've always done. But I think we'll adapt and evolve with the things that need to be adapted and adjusted for, but not compromising what it takes to be a good ethical leader. That is not something you compromise.
In like the next 20-ish years, I really hope that VMI can try to make a better relationship or just have a better relationship with the students that they have present at the time, because it really showed, especially during the pandemic, that we weren't cared about that much.
I think as we continue to, make progress with DOI initiatives and move forward, with putting in new, bringing new events, speakers, training, it will eventually become, the students, the cadets will eventually, start having more open conversations. I'd like to see that. I hope that, that's the case, and that instead of, this fight about, DOI, this tug of war, that it's just a gradual moving forward, process, and it should eventually just become part of the normal VMI culture.
I feel like VMI, in my very optimistic standpoint, would hopefully become a lot more diverse and allow for a lot more people to feel like they belong, even if they don't fit into like the cookie cutter molds that we already have in place.
I'd love for VMI to, in 10 or 15 years, have taken a look at their academic offerings, and if that look decides, yep, we're offering the right things, then great. But let's take a look and see what the needs are for the military and for the community.
That the Corps gets along, that the honor system is as strong as it ever was, that that admissions is strong and they don't go into a deficit, because they don't have enough people paying tuition to pay the bills, which is a real issue. So that they prosper and that they turn people away. We're not turning people away these days. That's a whole nother issue for a whole nother day for somebody else to talk with, but not really turning people away these days. And we need to be in a position where, we have the luxury of saying no, so that we can keep our standards high.
I see a full barracks. I see camaraderie, between the individuals, not only at the where they're at level or class level, but also throughout the Corps. I see continued engagement of alumni. I see hopefully the removal of some of the challenges that exist today.
Well, my biggest hope is that there's also going to be a lot more diversity with kind of the LGBT community as well. So I'm hoping that there will be more transgender people that feel welcome enough to come to VMI and to be open about it and not feel like they're going to get knocked down, and be able to have the same sense of community that so many of us talk about and love about VMI.
I think we need the diversity that the world offers to be represented at VMI so that we can train the most effective leaders, so we can continue our mission.
I hope that VMI is fundamentally still a place that is producing people willing to serve. You know, VMI is not for everyone. We try to make that very clear. We will never be, we shouldn't be just another college. If VMI becomes just another college, then there's really no reason for VMI.
I don't want to do away with any of the adversity that you're supposed to face at VMI, but I hope that VMI can do away with the adversity that you're not supposed to face at VMI. So I'm optimistic and I'm hopeful, but I think some change needs to be made in order for that to happen.